Ladies and gentlemen, a strong mind is the foundation of success, resilience, and clarity in life. While emotions are an essential part of being human, allowing them to control our decisions can lead to impulsive actions, regret, and unnecessary struggles. Mastering the ability to prioritize logic over emotion does not mean suppressing feelings. Rather, it involves acknowledging them while ensuring that rational thought remains the driving force behind our choices. Strength lies in control, and true control comes from training the mind to navigate emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Emotions are powerful and can often feel overwhelming. Fear, anger, sadness, and excitement all play crucial roles in how we experience the world. However, when emotions take precedence over reason, they can cloud judgment and lead to choices that are not in our best interest. A strong mind acts as a filter, allowing us to process emotions without being consumed by them. This ability separates those who react impulsively from those who respond with wisdom and foresight. Cultivating this strength requires self-awareness, patience, and discipline. In moments of crisis, the ability to remain calm and think critically can be the difference between success and failure. A mind that is trained to assess situations objectively will always have the upper hand. Emotional reactions may offer temporary satisfaction, but logical responses ensure long-term stability and success. Developing mental strength involves practicing self-discipline, analyzing situations before reacting, and maintaining a mindset focused on solutions rather than problems. People who lead with their minds rather than their emotions tend to make better decisions, maintain stronger relationships, and achieve greater personal and professional success. Training the mind to be stronger than emotions requires consistent effort. It begins with recognizing triggers that lead to emotional responses and learning to pause before acting. Breathing techniques, mindfulness practices, and cognitive restructuring are effective ways to strengthen mental resilience. Over time, these habits build a foundation of inner strength that allows individuals to face challenges with confidence and clarity. The key is to understand that emotions are fleeting, but the decisions we make based on them can have lasting consequences. Every challenge in life is an opportunity to reinforce mental strength. When emotions arise, they should be acknowledged, but not allowed to dictate actions. By fostering a mindset that prioritizes rational thinking, individuals can navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and control. True strength lies not in avoiding emotions, but in mastering them, ensuring that the mind always leads the way. The human mind is an incredible force, capable of shaping reality and overcoming obstacles through sheer determination and intellect. While emotions play a significant role in our experiences, they are often fleeting and influenced by circumstances beyond our control. Relying solely on emotions to navigate life can lead to impulsive decisions, unnecessary stress, and missed opportunities. A strong mind, however, provides stability, ensuring that actions are guided by logic and reason rather than temporary feelings. The true measure of strength is the ability to acknowledge emotions without allowing them to overpower rational thought. Feelings can be intense, unpredictable, and sometimes misleading. Fear can prevent progress, anger can lead to regret, and excitement can cloud judgment. While emotions are a natural part of life, they should not dictate the course of actions. A disciplined mind understands the importance of emotional intelligence, recognizing emotions, managing them effectively, and making decisions based on logic rather than impulse. Mental strength is not about denying emotions, but about mastering them, ensuring they complement rather than control thoughts and actions. Every challenge in life presents a test of mental resilience. In difficult situations, those who allow emotions to take control often struggle to find solutions, while those who engage their minds remain composed and strategic. Emotional responses may bring temporary relief or validation, but a mind-driven approach ensures long-term stability and success. The ability to think critically, assess situations objectively, and respond with clarity separates individuals who lead with wisdom from those who are driven by fleeting emotions. True power comes from maintaining perspective, staying focused, and not allowing momentary feelings to disrupt progress. Developing mental strength requires conscious effort and self-awareness. Recognizing emotional triggers and taking a step back before reacting can prevent unnecessary conflicts and regrets. Techniques such as mindfulness, deep breathing, and cognitive reflection help in cultivating a mind that remains steady in the face of emotional turbulence. Over time, these practices build resilience, allowing individuals to handle adversity with confidence. The key is to understand that emotions are temporary, but the consequences of decisions made under their influence can last a lifetime. By prioritizing thought over feeling, individuals gain greater control over their lives. When the mind leads, decisions are more deliberate, challenges are met with clarity, and success becomes a product of strategy rather than chance. Strength lies in the ability to think beyond the moment, recognizing that while emotions will always be present, they should never outweigh the power of the mind. Strength lies not in the absence of emotion, but in the ability to master it. The mind is a powerful tool that, when disciplined, can rise above fleeting feelings and provide clarity in moments of uncertainty. Emotions, though natural and necessary, can often cloud judgment, leading to impulsive decisions that may not serve long-term goals. Mastering emotion is not about suppression, but about developing the awareness and control necessary to ensure that thoughts and logic guide actions rather than unchecked feelings. This ability to think before reacting, to process before responding, is what defines true strength. Every day presents moments where emotions tempt us to act impulsively. Frustration may push us toward hasty decisions, fear may hold us back from taking necessary risks, and excitement may cause us to overlook important details. While emotions add depth to human experience, allowing them to take control can result in regret and instability. Strength in thought means stepping back, assessing the situation, and choosing a course of action based on wisdom rather than momentary feelings. This level of self-mastery requires practice, patience, and a deep understanding of oneself. It is the discipline to remain steady when emotions surge and the ability to see beyond the immediate moment to what truly matters. A strong mind does not deny emotion, but rather integrates it into a balanced approach to life. It acknowledges fear, but does not let it dictate actions. It feels anger, but does not allow it to drive destructive behavior. It experiences sadness, but does not let it paralyze progress. Mastering emotion means using feelings as signals rather than commands, recognizing them as temporary states rather than absolute truths. The mind, when trained, can interpret emotions for what they are, valuable, but not always reliable guides. This awareness enables individuals to remain calm under pressure, think critically in difficult situations, and make choices that align with long-term success. Developing mental resilience requires consistent effort and conscious reflection. It involves recognizing emotional triggers, questioning automatic reactions, and cultivating habits that reinforce self-restraint. Simple practices such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and intentional decision-making can strengthen the mind's ability to manage emotions effectively. The more one exercises mental discipline, the stronger it becomes, allowing thoughts to lead the way rather than emotions. In mastering emotion, one gains the ability to navigate life with confidence, ensuring that choices are made with clarity and purpose rather than the shifting tides of feeling. True strength is found in the power of thought. Leading with logic rather than just emotion is a defining trait of those who make sound decisions and achieve long-term success. While emotions are an essential part of the human experience, they can often be impulsive, unpredictable, and influenced by external factors. Logic, on the other hand, provides stability, clarity, and the ability to assess situations objectively. The key to a strong mind is learning how to balance emotion with reason, ensuring that decisions are made with careful thought rather than immediate reactions. Emotions may push a person in a certain direction, but logic ensures that the path chosen is the right one. In moments of pressure, emotions tend to take control, urging quick decisions based on fear, anger, excitement, or sadness. However, reacting solely based on emotion can lead to regret and unintended consequences. A logical mind takes a step back, evaluates the situation, and considers all possible outcomes before taking action. This ability to think critically prevents unnecessary mistakes and fosters a more strategic approach to challenges. Leading with logic does not mean ignoring emotions. Rather, it means using them as valuable input while allowing rational thought to guide the final decision. When emotions dictate choices, there is a risk of inconsistency and instability. What feels right in one moment may not align with long-term goals or values. Logic provides a steady foundation, ensuring that decisions are based on facts, principles, and a clear understanding of the bigger picture. Those who allow logic to lead are better equipped to handle conflicts, adapt to change, and maintain focus on what truly matters. They are less likely to be swayed by temporary emotions and more likely to stay committed to their purpose. Developing the ability to lead with logic requires self-awareness and discipline. Recognizing emotional triggers and pausing before reacting allows for a more thoughtful response. It is important to ask critical questions. What are the facts? What are the potential consequences? Is this decision based on emotion alone, or is it supported by reason? Over time, practicing this approach strengthens mental resilience and fosters a mindset that prioritizes wisdom over impulse. By consistently choosing logic as the guiding force, individuals cultivate a sense of control over their actions and decisions. Emotions will always be present, and they should not be ignored, but they should not be the sole drivers of important choices. When logic takes the lead, actions become intentional, outcomes are more favorable, and personal growth is accelerated. The greatest power comes from a mind that can feel deeply, yet think clearly, ensuring that every step taken is one of purpose and direction. A strong mind is the foundation of resilience, stability, and success. Emotions, while an integral part of human nature, are often temporary and influenced by circumstances beyond our control. They can fluctuate from joy to sorrow, confidence to doubt, or excitement to fear within moments. While emotions provide depth to life, allowing them to dictate decisions can lead to inconsistency, impulsive actions, and regret. A strong mind, on the other hand, provides a steady foundation, ensuring that choices are made with clarity and wisdom rather than fleeting emotions. In moments of stress or adversity, emotions can feel overwhelming. Fear can prevent forward movement, frustration can cloud judgment, and excitement can lead to rushed decisions. However, those who cultivate mental strength understand the importance of remaining composed and thinking critically before reacting. They recognize emotions as temporary and do not allow them to dictate actions that could have long-term consequences. A strong mind processes emotions without being controlled by them, ensuring that responses are deliberate rather than impulsive. This ability to maintain control under pressure is what sets apart those who succeed from those who struggle with inconsistency. Developing a strong mind requires practice, self-awareness, and discipline. It begins with recognizing emotional triggers and taking a step back before reacting. Instead of making decisions based on immediate feelings, mentally strong individuals pause, evaluate the situation, and consider the best course of action. They understand that emotions are valuable, but should not be the sole basis for important choices. By strengthening the ability to think rationally, individuals gain better control over their lives, relationships, and personal growth. One of the most powerful aspects of mental strength is the ability to navigate challenges without being swayed by negative emotions. Life is unpredictable, and difficulties are inevitable, but those with a strong mind remain focused on solutions rather than being consumed by frustration or self-doubt. They understand that setbacks are temporary and that emotions tied to failure or disappointment will pay. By focusing on long-term goals rather than short-term emotions, they maintain progress and overcome obstacles with a clear sense of direction. A strong mind wins because it is built on consistency, rational thought, and self-discipline. While emotions will always be present, they do not have to dictate actions. With time and effort, anyone can develop the mental resilience necessary to make thoughtful decisions, maintain stability, and rise above the temporary nature of emotion. True power lies in mastering the mind rather than being controlled by fleeting feelings. The ability to control the mind is one of the most powerful skills a person can develop. Emotions are an essential part of the human experience, but they are often fleeting, unpredictable, and influenced by external circumstances. When emotions take control, they can lead to impulsive decisions, unnecessary conflicts, and instability. However, when the mind is in charge, emotions can be managed effectively, allowing for greater clarity, wisdom, and purpose. True strength lies in mastering the mind, ensuring that emotions serve as a guide rather than a ruler. Emotions can be intense and persuasive, often urging immediate action. Anger may push a person to say things they later regret. Fear may hold them back from taking necessary risks, and excitement may lead to impulsive choices without considering the long-term impact. While emotions provide valuable insights, they should not dictate decisions. A controlled mind can acknowledge emotions without being overwhelmed by them. It allows space for rational thought, measured responses, and the ability to navigate challenges with confidence. Those who master their minds are not devoid of emotion. Rather, they have the discipline to process feelings without allowing them to take control. Developing control over the mind requires awareness, practice, and patience. It starts with recognizing emotional triggers and making a conscious effort to pause before reacting. Instead of letting emotions drive actions, mentally strong individuals take a step back, assess the situation, and choose their responses wisely. This level of self-mastery fosters resilience, ensuring that temporary emotions do not lead to long-term regret. Simple techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and reframing perspectives can strengthen mental discipline, helping individuals stay composed in any situation. When the mind is in control, emotions become tools rather than obstacles. A person who rules their emotions does not allow fear to limit their potential, nor does frustration lead them to irrational decisions. They remain focused on their goals, unaffected by the highs and lows of temporary feelings. They can maintain healthy relationships, make sound decisions, and stay committed to their values regardless of emotional fluctuations. The strongest individuals are not those who never feel emotion, but those who have learned to manage it without losing themselves in it. Mastering the mind leads to a life of stability, clarity, and purpose. By practicing self-restraint and prioritizing rational thought, individuals gain the power to shape their lives with intention. Emotions will always be present, but they do not have to dictate actions. When the mind is in control, emotions can be understood, processed, and used constructively, leading to a life driven by wisdom rather than impulse.